Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
You know what? I think we're gonna exit out of that. It's playing a little Miss Pac-Man there, but suddenly I got the feeling like I wanted to play Tempest instead. You remember Tempest, right? An amazing game that was out a long time ago. Woo! And, you know, maybe it's not Tempest that I'm feeling like I'm in the mood for. Maybe it's something more like Pong. Remember Pong? Another classic. Here we go. Hang on. Wait for it. Oh, wow. Oh, man, that pixel is absolutely amazing. This isn't any kind of magic or hackery, and believe it or not, it's perfectly legal. I am using an actual arcade machine, my own personal arcade from Dream Arcades. They build these things. They don't allow for too many customization options in building an arcade machine, but because of that, they're relatively affordable. Now, you may be able to build your own and save a few pennies. However, I just thought, why not? You know, instead of having another computer lying around, I've always wanted to have my own arcade machine in my home office. This is my opportunity. I was flipping between those various games through this menu. These are all legal, loaded from software that came included with this particular machine. The Atari games and Namco, the whole gamut. I could run anything I wanted here in this 19-inch monitor, CRT down here. This is Windows XP. Of course, this is software that allows me to play games or flip between games with relative ease, including the game like Rampage. You remember Rampage, right? But I would never be able to play Rampage to its full potential with all three characters on the screen at one time because my controls that I opted for only have room for 2 players. Of course, we've got the classic joystick, the buttons, another joystick, the buttons. I've got the rollerball for games like Centipede and Millipede. I've got the another dial or for games like Tempest. This also doubles as the mouse in Windows XP, and you'll have to pardon as I'm holding on to one of my handheld webcams just to kind of give you more perspective. The arcade machine stands about approximately 5 feet tall. It's a little shorter than I am, and I stand 5'5". The whole casing seems relatively solid, or solid enough, much like you'd expect an arcade machine. It was a little rough around some edges, so I wouldn't say the construction was impeccable. However, again, for the price that I paid, I was perfectly happy. Now, the machine is certainly not a giga beast. It's only a 1.0 gigahertz Celeron, and the computer looks, slightly used, but that's okay. Again, I'm saving money. This thing only has 256 megs of RAM. Of course, I've got a DVD drive right there as well, so if I want to load games from a disc, I can put it in there. The cabinet is definitely full of cords and, well, I wouldn't say clutter. I mean, everything seems neatly tucked away. However, I do not want to ever have to go in there and reconnect anything if I can at all avoid it. Just a regular old keyboard right there at the top. Again, this is just a regular old computer that looks like an arcade machine, because that's precisely what it is. You can configure a few different options and how you want yours built, or if you want to build your own, they'll sell you the parts too. I thought it was just easier to do it this way. I've noticed one thing. I found a screw loose, literally, when I got it out of the box originally with unboxing it earlier with, a new friend, I guess. The back part of it keeps popping open, so I've got to figure out if the screw goes somewhere in here, or I may have to just make another kind of latch for the back, or just have it swing open because it's not a big deal because I'm never going to go back there. But for all intents and purposes, this works, and this works quite well. I am so excited. In fact, it comes with a Space Ace and Dragon's Lair, Street Fighter, Super Breakout, Super Sprint, Tempest, Tubin. Oh man, I'm never going to get any work done as long as I live. It's just always going to be about playing this arcade. Defender! Oh, I didn't even see that earlier. Oh, Dragon Spirit, Dig Dug. Oh, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Anything that I can run on Windows, I could run on this. So I'm not going to sit here and play all the latest and greatest games on here. That's not what it was designed for. It was designed to play classic video games. And if you have no idea why you'd want to play classic video games, well, then this is just not for you. Remember, I grew up on this stuff. This is something I've always wanted, at least close by. This is one of those. And even Ponzi likes playing Centipede and Millipede, so she'll be able to, have fun at random times as well, not just me, dinkering around with it. I've got to find a PC version of Tetris so I can play it on here. Of course, it won't be as fun as playing Tetris over the net with people. I don't know how I could configure it to work that way, but I'm sure all things are possible. DreamArcades.com. It's not an endorsement necessarily because, I bought this out of my own pocket. I mean, they didn't send it to me, that's for sure. But if you do end up getting one, just let them know how you found out about it. I don't know. Maybe they could, do something with us, as we roll forward in the future. Certainly, it's the cheapest, or most affordable, I should say, coin op, well, without an actual coin slot, arcade machine I've ever found, and that's one of the reasons why this is the one that I ultimately decided to bring into my home office and make a permanent part of my lifestyle, because that's what it is. It's not a choice. It's a lifestyle. Anyway, if you got any tips for me in terms of, playing with this thing, any other games I need to be looking at, some classics that I completely forgot about, let me know what you think. My email address is chris@perillo.com. Maybe you build these things for a living too. Sorry I didn't know about you. I don't know if I've got much more room for another arcade machine in my home office, however. So, but it does have, by the way, the buttons. They've got buttons on the side, flippers. So if I load a pinball game on here, I can flip from the side. It's so much fun. I've got a joystick in my office. Never thought I'd say that and be smiling. Anyway, if you want to talk tech, that's fine. Most of the people in the chat room are talking about games on a regular basis. It's usually the latest and greatest games, which we do talk about on occasion, but sometimes we talk about the classics as well. And so as they've typed in here, it looks like Google, and that's just his handle. That's not the actual Google website that's keyed in, where you can go if you want to join us talking tech, playing games, having fun, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. Will you later?